Welcome to another The Compass 77 video. Today is December the 19th, 2018, and today's story of the day, today's Manchester United story of the day is that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the new manager of Manchester United, the caretaker manager of Manchester United Football Club. So, a legend returns in a very interesting role. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a legend at the club, and I, for one, am happy at this decision that he's coming in for this time to the end of the season. Yes, caretaker manager, and to be honest with you, in a way, it would be interesting if this wasn't just like a temporary thing. If it was more like the permanent new manager. I think anywhere it goes, we won't really be able to kind of like judge the time after it's done, because he's coming in where with the club and the team not in the best state, and he's like given a kind of job, well, not the best, I don't think, in that sense, but he's definitely relishing the challenge and the challenges ahead. It's nice to know that also Mike Phelan's coming back. Not sure how long he'll be back at the club, possibly also just to the end of the season. Michael Carrick's still going to be at the club, which is good, because Michael Carrick has been at the club and with the team, and I think he's vital, I think, for this to move forward. I really think that the players will respond positively to these changes, and I for one am looking forward to see what will happen now. I think a good thing also for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is that, because he knows that it's in this kind of nature that he's going to be here now at the club only till the end of the season. He's still got also that backup at Molde where he was. So from what I understand, he will, once the time at Manchester United is done, he will go back to Molde and he'll continue in the capacity that he was there, which is good for him, because it's like a guarantee that he doesn't need to worry about being out of a job or anything like that. So that's good, and he deserves. He's a fantastic manager, fantastic person. So yeah, great for the club. In this period, I think it's important to get a person like that in, and yeah, just got to enjoy it. Ole Solskjaer, so many memories. The only thing is that I just hope that this time at Manchester United will be at least a little bit successful, because when you think of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a player at Manchester United, and then as a coach for the reserves at the time, well, you think of success, you think of legendary status, things going well, or not perfect, of course, but fantastic. You think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it's thumbs up, right? And I just hope that this period doesn't kind of like dampen that. Sometimes things happen where people come back to certain clubs and it doesn't work out, and then you think, oh, maybe this shouldn't have happened this way, but. You've got to be optimistic and positive. Can it get much worse? Well, it's not. I mean, I don't think the situation is tragic. It's just that some things have to be done that weren't being done. And for example, like Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is a player who can rise to the occasions. And he just wasn't doing that. And Jose Mourinho was there. He was just not working out, and not just Paul Pogba, but other players as well. I think looking at Anthony Martial, bags of potential. Anthony Martial could be one of the best strikers in the world. He could be up there with the best. But he's got to be. He's got to have that environment, and I think that's what has been missing. But also the defensive players. I think the likes of Eric Bailly and Rojo, those two players can be fantastic. Honestly, they really can. I mean, when Zlatan Ibrahimovic was at the club and Rojo was injured in the same game, at that time Rojo was fantastic. And he came in. He's just come back as well from injury, and the games that he was in, he looked really positive to me. You know, he's really fighting for the balls, making those tackles, challenges. It's kind of like old school football, but you know, fighting for the cause, and that's the kind of, you know, they're the kind of players we need, you know, at Manchester United. So I think Ole Solskjaer, I think we go because he's got the experience now. He didn't have a best time at Cardiff, but he's gained experience through his spells at Cardiff, at Molde, and as I said, mentioned the Manchester United reserves. So he's got that experience. He's got experience, and I think that's going to help him. And another thing, which will be interesting, the first game against Cardiff. So kind of like some things I think had to happen here. But yeah, happy that he's at the club. Going to be back at the club, and as I said, looking forward to what the future brings. You know, there's no reason why this period can't be positive and successful. You know, we could still end up winning a trophy this season, and if that happens, that would be fantastic. You know, and to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I think, you know, Ole Solskjaer is the type of person who's got that kind of. I think players respond. I really do. I think, you know, given the right environment and the right players, I think the players respond. And I think, you know, Manchester United and Cardiff, they're a bit different situations. So even though that time at Cardiff maybe wasn't, you know, results-wise, good for him and for Cardiff, I'm sure he'd say that there was some positives there. So, and at Manchester United, he's got Romelu Lukaku, for example, as well. I'm expecting, maybe not straight away, but maybe give this maybe a month or two. I think by March, I think we'll be flying. I wouldn't be surprised if we were flying, honestly. Where we finish up in the league is still unknown. Hopefully, it will be in top 4. But we'll see. Just enjoy it. Just got to enjoy it. Just got to stick by the team. I mean, I know the fans will stick by this manager. It's obvious. I mean, you know, Solskjaer, for this period, I think some people might be more critical if it was like the permanent, you know, deal that for 4 or 5 years. Because I think still some people are not convinced by Solskjaer as a manager. But I think he's going to relish this. I think this is going to be something that, yeah, it might not go completely smoothly all the time. We might have some games where we're still lacking something, and results might not be the best. But I'm looking forward to this period of in the history of the club, history in the making, and yeah, just Ole Solskjaer. So we've got to be happy as a Manchester United fan. Got to be happy. Just got to be optimistic, because that's what the club needs. You know, positivity, optimism. You know, in these times, not the best for the club. So just got to stay positive. Stay positive. If you're a Manchester United fan, just keep the faith. Keep the faith that we're going to get it right. Hopefully, this is the start of the returning to the right track. Okay, it might not be completely this season, but hopefully these will be the first steps towards our return to the place that we should be, and that's fighting every season for the title, at least in England. So yeah, well, come on United, Manchester United!